Yo, what's good? What's poppin', fam? How y'all doing? Hope everybody well, man. I just want to make a quick video on a nice topic that I actually realized that we didn't really cover. We didn't really talk about. And today is October 16th, 2024. We in quarter four of the year, man. Coming off of a nice, beautiful setup on gold that I caught last night. I sent it to the Signal group. We ended up catching a trade. We got in here off a 30-minute engulfing. We got like 170 pips or something like that. So somewhere up in here for like a risk of 75 pips or something. It was like a 1 or 2 risk reward opportunity, something like this, pretty much, something like that. But yeah, we caught like 172 pips. Like 172 pips reward. Very nice setup, super clean. But the topic of discussion today is trailing stop loss, moving stop loss into profit, securing profits, right? So a lot of times you're gonna hear people say, and you're gonna think to yourself when you're in a trade, you should be thinking, how can you secure your money, right? So when I say securing your money, that means protecting your capital, protecting the actual equity that you have built up in your account when you're in a setup. So let's say, for example, we're in a buy here, right? We caught a buy, and boom, we're in profit now, right? Stop loss is here. Let's just say, for example, for the hypothetical, right? Excuse me. So price is now moving up in profit, right? Moving up, and now we're in a slight bit of profit. Higher low point, pushing up. So as price is going up, we're gradually gaining money. We're gaining profit. We're at 40, basically 49 pips, 50 pips in profit at this point. We're getting up here, we're 75 pips, and we're gradually moving up and up. So a lot of times, and it differs. So this is one of those things that I feel like over time you'll get better at kind of deciding which way you want to play it and how you want to handle things. And I'm just going to give you all my piece, and I think that this will give you a lot of clarity for the future. So the way I handle things, as I'm in a trade, I usually let my trade do what it need to do. So I don't really close trades out if it goes right back to break even. Like break even would mean, for example, we enter the trade right here. I'm gonna use this for the time being. I'm gonna use this line right here. This is where we enter the trade, right? Just use this as a entry line. So cool. We enter the trade there. 30-minute time frame was right here off this bullish variation. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me clear this up for y'all. Let me get a little bit out of the way, so that way we can see this clear. So boom, you see my entry confirmation would be here, obviously, right off of this bullish variation. Beautiful entry confirmation, right? One of the best ones you can see. Cool. The market is now flowing up into profit as we go up with these bullish candles. We're 19 pips, 20 pips, whatever. We get up to about what, 50, almost 60. We get up to 60 pips in profit, and then the market starts flowing back down. So as we go down with this higher low point that formed right here, I'll go ahead and mark this off. Higher low point form, cool. As this is happening, we went from 61 pips in profit to back down to basically 18, 16 pips, let's just say, right? That's a huge drop. Well, not a huge drop, but that's a pretty decent drop. Obviously, the market has to fluctuate. We have to go higher highs and higher lows. So no matter what, I'm not panicking. I'm not worried about this. But at the end of the day, some people, they see this 60 pips and then they see their money go right back down. They get a bit emotional. So what I suggest, trust your trade. If you're set up, if you have your setup, you know, we trading off of a fib or however, or a certain level of structure, and your TP is up here for 172 pips like how we was, trust the damn trade. Let it do what it need to do. Now, sometimes if I feel like I'm in a trade setup and I'm in a setup that's not really a high probability setup, or something I shouldn't have been taking, I'm kind of forcing it, or if the market is just showing me signs of a lot of struggle, then I will put my stop loss at break even and just say, all right, it's doing a lot of fluctuation, a lot of struggle that's happening. I'm not liking the way it look. I'm seeing too much exhaustion. Let's say right now we were seeing nothing but bullish exhaustion, like up in this area, right, where the market can't really get out of this little area it's trapped in. At that point, bearish engulfing candles happening on a 1 hour time frame and stuff, and we just enter right here and the market pushes back down to break even area, then At some points, I may make a business decision and close the trade out and just wait and let it do what it do, and maybe it'll, correct itself, or maybe sometimes it'll come right back down. It depends. The thing about it is we have to be okay with the uncertainty of the markets. We never know. Everything is random. So knowing that is kind of get to a point where you have to really just let go and trust God at this point. Like, let God take the wheel, bro, and let it do what it do. I don't really, I wish a lot of people have different views on it. For me, I don't really do much, honestly. Like I said, unless I'm seeing some huge, I'm buying, right? I'm buying off this area, and I'm seeing nothing but back-to-back bearish engulfings happening at this little area, and price can't really break above it, and I'm seeing bullish exhaustion up in this area, picture in this setup, then I may close out early, and just wait or something like that. Sometimes you'll close out, and the market will just come right back down and blast through and break this structure, and it'll be like, all right, I avoided a loss, right? It worked in your favor. And then sometimes you'll close out and the market do all this playing around up in here and then just push up with a huge bullish engulfing. And now your entry point that used to be here is now up here. You get what I mean? So it differs. So it's never going to be, a guarantee that something's going to happen and you're going to get a perfect opportunity. We never know. So it's an odds game, whatever way you want to play it. I do respect it, though. I do respect when people play it safe and they close out their trades at break even or however. But if you do that, just keep in mind that you may want to just stay in tune with the market still within those next few minutes to hours, just to make sure that the market wasn't just retesting or just doing its thing and fluctuating, because sometimes it'll do that. It'll push you out at break even and then go right back in your favor and push up nicely right to your TP. And it's like if you check out right then and there, then you just pretty much miss out on a potential gain that you could have been made. So that's my view on like securing profits or let's say moving stop loss to break even. Now, for example, this setup, I was moving my stop loss into profit. So I'm going to show y'all. So like I said, bullish variation right here is my entry, right? Cool. Stop loss was below, boom, whatever, somewhere up here. It was like 172 or something like that. So let's just picture is here, right? So this is my TP. I'm waiting for this target to get hit. As the market gradually pushed up and we got here, I noticed this was a nice level of confluence. That's why you see this blue zone. We end up getting nice little bullish confirmations up in here. Candle confirmations, I took that as a entry confirmation to, solidify this little area that we at, right? Off the retest, very highly confluence level. So boom, the market pushed up. At that point, when I started seeing this bullish candle pushing up, I moved my stop loss up. Where did I move my stop loss up to? I moved my stop loss to break even, right? Then I seen, boom, this huge bullish engulfing candle. I said, all right, we actually moving up pretty nicely. I moved my stop loss to a bit up under here, right? Because I'm trailing it. I'm trailing the move. So when I say trail your stop loss or move stop loss in a profit, that means you're trailing it. That means you're tightening the gap. So that way, in case if the market happened to go against you, went all the way up here and went back down against you, you at least can get out of the market and secure some profits once it got back down here or whatever, instead of letting it go all the way against you and it just melts down and you go all the way back into drawdown or take a loss when you could have been out right here and you could have been in profit from this original entry. You follow me? So at the end of the day, it's really just being alert and being aware on how you actually monitor it. At times, like I said, sometimes you'll be doing just like how we talked about. You enter here, the market got up here and boom, pushed up. We're pushing up off of this level, and you'll move your stop loss here, right? You secure it. You move it up to the most recent structure point. So you move it below this higher low point, and you say, all right, if price breaks structure or breaks this most recent higher low, I'm okay with this because I'll get out the market, and the market will do just like this, bro. Boom, push up, down, push up like it did, come back down, spike out, and then boom, and push up and going on about its business and go right to TP like it did. And a lot of times, sometimes this may happen. You get stopped out, and you get stop loss. Your stop loss get hit in profit, and then the market will just continue to fly back up. So it all differs. You never really know how this is going to play out. Only thing that you can do is be okay with keeping it, playing it safe or sticking to your heart or your rules, whatever rules that you feel like you develop or you stand by, you go with it. So that's pretty much it. Like I don't really. As soon as I go into profit, I don't just move my stop loss to break even. A lot of people do that. I don't do that because I understand that the market does need time and space to fluctuate. So the way that we trade, we just got to trust it. But we pay attention to candlestick analysis and what the market is showing us. And if we do see signs of struggle and lots of bearish, signs in a bullish situation, a bullish scenario, then that could be a potential early sign to just exit and wait. You know what I mean? And then sometimes too, you'll realize if you catch yourself in a setup that you really shouldn't be in, sometimes that'll happen. And you close out and you avoid a loss, like I said, and then you'll kind of reset and you'll be able to see like, all right, maybe this wasn't a great setup, maybe I shouldn't have took that trade. So it all depends. Like, it's never gonna happen the same way every time. But that's pretty much how I see it, y'all. So like, I don't really overcomplicate things. I really grown to trust my trades. I trust my analysis, and I let it rip, bro. I let it flow. So a lot of times I get, like, for example, this trade, bro, I got this trade, I took it, I got my stop loss in there, got my buy in there here and whatever, and I took my ass to sleep. I went to sleep, bro. I went to sleep, okay? So that's what I mean, like stuff like that, like I went to sleep and we was up there, right? Whatever. I went to sleep. I put my stop loss in a safe spot. I felt like, all right, I gave it room to breathe. It was like 79, 78 pips of risk, which was enough room to breathe and, out of the way of this fluctuation area up in here. And I let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I had my TP set. I had alarm set, like on the charts, alerts. So like the market got to certain areas, I can wake up. But when I woke up, I had already was right here. We got right here. I was up. I got up at like 5, 6 in the morning, right up in here. And the market was right there at TP and then boom, it hit it. So, you know what I mean? I trust my trade. I gotten to the point where I can go to sleep in peace knowing that I've taken a high probability setup. I set my stop loss. I set my TP. I placed it in areas that made sense and I wasn't being cheap about it. And I'm just going to let it do what it do. And I can afford to take the loss because I'm using proper risk management that I can use for my account. So when you're doing all those things and everything is aligned, by all means, bro, you're going to be good. So I hope that made sense. I hope that was pretty clear and, concise to be able to digest. But yeah, that's how I see it, y'all. So overall, trust the trade, bro. Trust your trades, yo. All right, just trust it. I mean, we doing this. We putting in the work. We putting in the efforts to learn this skill set and to become proficient in this, this area of the market, especially with our trading style, the Confluence way. So at the end of the day, when you get a high probability setup, you get a great opportunity. By all means, take it and be confident. All right, and if you're not confident in what you're seeing, don't take the trade. You should only be taking a trade that you're proud of, that you would look at this and say, this was a great setup. This makes sense. This is aligned with my strategy. This is aligned with my trading plan. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is Confluence. This is a lot of Confluence built up. And as you get the chart time in and you continue to trade and study and back test, you're going to realize all this stuff happens all over and over and over. It's just different. Everything is different, right? It's always different movement, different build-ups. But shit like this happens all the time. Breaking, it never really came back down and didn't retest, but it retested a level of structure, formed a higher low point, and deemed it as a continuation area within this setup. And then we got down to 30-minute time frame, and what do you see? Bullish engulfing, bullish variation. This is not a coincidence. Bullish variations don't just happen, just for no reason at this type of, where we at, this type of area in the market. This happens and it makes sense. It's aligned. This is Confluence. It's bullish variations, which is bullish entry confirmation happening at a level of Confluence where we have multiple touches and rejections from a level of support. And it's a continuation after a bullish break of structure. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that's happening right now within this setup that makes sense. It was literally a textbook opportunity. Super happy with it. And overall, it's just been a blessed week, bro. I only took one trade this week. And an awesome gain, and I can't complain. So I'm just gonna stay patient, bro, and just continue to keep putting, quality over quantity, no matter what, and just keep grinding, y'all. So other than that, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all all the support, man. And just keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing. I promise you, it'll get better later. I'm out of here. Peace and love.